Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Monday morning, and today is October the 21st. And I hope you had a great weekend. I hope that you were able to again spend time with family, be with friends, and hopefully had a wonderful weekend and just hopefully a time of rest. Hopefully you were able to rest. Hopefully maybe you were able to do some things around home, get caught up on some things. But anyway, and then hopefully you were able to worship at the place of your choice. Yesterday morning, I know we had a wonderful Sunday and everything, but now here it is Monday morning, and He's blessed us with the breath to breathe here on this Monday morning, and I certainly hope and pray that this morning finds you feeling well. Hope that you're well rested and ready to tackle the opportunities that God has blessed us with here on this Monday morning. This morning I want to share a devotional with you entitled "Being Light in This World." In Matthew chapter 5 verses 14 and 15, it says, "You are the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and then puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on a stand where it gives light to everyone in the house." After Jesus said, his followers are the salt of the earth, before in verse 13 of chapter 5, he said, we're also the light of the world. The contrast between, these two images, salt and light it's interesting. Salt is hidden, light is obvious. If you've ever been in a movie theater, when someone pulls out their phone to check messages or, scroll through social media, you know how obvious, light is, in a dark place. Salt works secretly, light works openly. Salt works from within, light works from without. Salt represents, an indirect influence of the gospel. Light represents a more direct communication. Salt and light, they work in harmony. If I'm salty, that is, if I'm, living as I ought to live as a follower of Jesus, it effectively earns me, the right to let my light shine before others. But by its very nature, light exposes darkness. I mean, have you ever lost something in the dark? Maybe say, a burrito in your car at night. You don't know where it went. But when you look, the next morning, you find it with no problem. A little light exposed it. In the same way, when God's light shines, in our lives, we see things that we haven't seen before. In John chapter 3, verse 19, Jesus says this, "And the judgment is based on this fact. God's light came into the world, but people loved the darkness more than the light, for their actions were evil." People who are evil, they hate the light. They avoid it, lest their evil deeds be exposed. And that's why if you ask certain people, to go to church with you, you get an emphatic no. They want nothing to do with it. Or if you try, to read a Bible passage, you get an objection. Church and God's word, shine spotlights into dark places. People don't want to come to the light or have a conversation about Jesus because, they don't want to change their lifestyle. They've grown accustomed to the dark and they don't want it exposed. Now remember though, light also shows the way out of darkness. When I'm in a hotel room or, someplace, that's different from home, I leave a light on, usually in the bathroom in case, I need to go there in the middle of the night. When I'm navigating unfamiliar territory, I don't want to trip. The light helps me, find my way through the darkness. In the same way, God's light, it helps people navigate through the darkness of this world so that, that they can find their way, to Him. And Jesus, he gives us the privilege of being, that light for others, and that should be our goal, as believers in Jesus Christ, is pray every day that we can be the light that shines in this dark world so that people will be able to find their way to Jesus. We're to be in a reflection, to allow Jesus to reflect off of us and give that light off, and so that people will be drawn to it. And so anyway, I hope that encourages you here on this Monday morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.